beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now, my dear, hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is all about your life 3 years from now through your future self's eyes. So let's see, my dear, where will you be 3 years from now? What does your future self has to say about that? What would they like to share about your life at the time? And also, I'm gonna keep it pretty open when it comes to the topics. The areas of your life. For example, career, love, spirituality. Everything is welcomed if there is something for you to know regarding that. And as you can see, my dear, I kept the color theme today blue because I really felt that way. And I think it looks pretty cute. I might do this more often, sticking to one color. Now, my dear, as you can see, as always, of course, 3 piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1 with the Wheel of Fortune card. This is pile 2 with the High Priestess card. And this is pile 3 with the 9 of Cups. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comments section. And as always, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. And lastly, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what do you need to know about your life 3 years from now? To be more specific, let's look into how your future self would describe your life in 3 years from now. Now, let's start straight away. Let me put that one here. First of all, my dear, let's get you guys some tarot cards. As always, please don't mind the candle wax stains. So, for my beautiful pile 1, what do you need to know about your life 3 years from now? All right. Okay. Wasn't ready. So, let's see for my beautiful... Too many cards, but one card fell. Let me get it. Which one is that? All right, and we have the... Wow, okay, we're starting off with the Sun card. Let's continue. For my dear pile 1. My goodness. A lot of cards fell. I'm just going to take this one. We have the Hanged Man. The Magician. For my beautiful pile 1. Let's see, please. Too many. All right. Wow, we have the 10 of Pentacles here. And we also got the 8 of Wands. Interesting. Let me put those a little bit more up there. All right. Your life 3 years from now for my beautiful pile 1. I don't know why. I feel like the cards are coming out pretty slow. We got the Tower card. Too many. Okay, I'm already getting messages coming through. Interesting. And we have these two. We got the Death card and we have the Seven of Cups. Okay, pile one, you definitely got some very interesting cards coming through. At the back of the deck, we got the Strength card. All right. So, my dear pile one, what do you need to know about, your life 3 years from now through your future spouse? No, I've done a lot of future spouse readings lately. From your future self's eyes, okay? Let me correct myself. All right. The first thing I would like to start off with is that this really feels like 3 years from now, you will be at a major turning point in your life. When I'm looking into your pile's energy, it doesn't feel like, let's just say, a time in your life like the others, nothing very significant happening. No, this is like the complete opposite. What I'm feeling is that this time in your life is going to be very, very crucial, almost like a turning point. And it also shows in the cards, which I will talk about in a moment, but this is really what I would like to first start with. It's kind of like your future self is showing us, is presenting to us that what they're going through right now, what is happening in their life right now, is something which will be always, I'm hearing, remembered. Something that is very important to experience, because it will definitely leave a huge impression on you. Now let's dive a little bit deeper into what I'm seeing. First of all, I had one interesting message coming through. Now, for some of you guys, maybe you have a vision when it comes to how your life should look like 3 years from now, what it is that you want to do at the time, have at the time, where you want to be, and stuff like that. Now, I'm getting a very interesting message, which is all about, okay, there is going to be at least one. I'm hearing one, but I feel like for some it could be more. So that's why I'm going to say at least one area of your life, which will be pretty different from how you gonna, or how you may imagine it right now. This difference, though, is not in a bad way. It's actually for the better. But it's kind of like maybe you don't allow yourself in a certain area of your life to dream or have certain expectations because you just feel like, no, I have no hopes when it comes to that area. But what I find very interesting is that this one area which is emphasized in here, you're gonna have it much better than you imagine it to be. And this is, I'm hearing, wow. It's kind of like you've been holding back, but what you're gonna get is better even than what you expected. As I said, I really feel like when we talk about the energy 3 years from now, there is a lot of importance here. Like, for example, a lot of important experiences could actually happen to you at this time. So it's very interesting. It's almost like I'm crushing into your future self's life, and we're seeing firsthand how much is happening there. It just feels very busy. It feels all over the place, but not in a negative way. It's more so about just a lot going on. Almost like your future self has a lot going on for them. Now, let me talk about this turning point I've been talking about, right? Because it's definitely one of the major messages in here. I really feel like for you, my beautiful pile one, that it's a change or a transformation that your future self is going through 3 years from now. And this change is going to leave you, yeah, I'm hearing so different. It's a transformation, which maybe that's why I got words such as crucial, important is coming through, because the kind of impact this transformation will have on you, I'm hearing it's going to be permanent. It is a change of self. It could be some kind of transformation that you're going through firsthand on yourself. It doesn't feel like, as an example, a change of location or a change of career or so. This more so feels like a change that is happening within you. However, because it's happening within you, it is so powerful because, as I always like to say, right, our inner world influences our external world, and when we change within ourselves, it will affect every single area of our life. And this is very much what I'm seeing you here doing. Now, what I find very interesting is that I'm not seeing yet whether this is something you're doing like consciously, or whether this is something you choose to do, or whether, okay, give me a second. Okay, I feel like this is something that life kind of makes you go through, especially with the Tower card. This change, this inner transformation that you're going to go through, it may not be something that you one day wake up to and you want to do. It happens to you. And I'm hearing that this is very important because this transformation will actually allow you to go to the next level, but there is first something that you have to overcome, because it will take you there. What is that supposed to mean? I heard it will take you there. Maybe some of you guys, you have certain life goals that you're trying to work towards. If this is the case, then perhaps this transformation is going to be very necessary for you to accomplish or go towards wherever it is that you want to be in life as a end result or as a goal. And I really deeply feel that this transformation is not something that you should fear, but actually something that you should welcome, because it kind of takes you closer to your greatest version. Now, with the Tower card being here, this could come through a surprise. So maybe you haven't really thought about doing such a transformation on a deep level within you, but it's kind of like, once again, something may happen and you may feel like, okay, in order for me to go to the next level, I really need to work on myself. I really need to, I'm hearing, strengthen myself, know myself. This is interesting. What I also would like to talk about is that when we talk about your life 3 years from now through your future self's eyes, I also see your future self being very grateful for the kind of support that they have, because I see you 3 years from now being in a place where you have a lot of people around you. You know that you're supported, like you genuinely have people in your life who you know are there for you. And I'm hearing it's not about quantity, it's about quality. But I do feel like you may have much more people around than maybe right now. So it's kind of like your network, like your social network, it's expanding. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a social butterfly. I mean, for some, maybe you will, or you may even already like one, but this is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the support. I'm talking about how secure you feel when it comes to the connections and the people around you. And what I'm seeing is that you're going to be at a very good place regarding this topic. It's kind of like you have a lot of options to choose from, like a lot of opportunities that come from those people. So let me give you an example so you guys understand what I mean by that. Let's just say one of you guys wants to get a job in a certain field. You may have a lot of people who may have certain connections, which could help you to get closer to this job that you're aspiring towards. So it's kind of like the right connections for the right kind of things. Or let's just say you're searching for an apartment, once again, just an example, and you may have a friend who has connections in some kind of like real estate and stuff like that, and maybe they can help you out with it. Like there is something about that here. So these people in your life, they are eager to help you. And why is that? Because they want the best for you. They have so much support for you. Also, another thing I want to talk about here, which I haven't talked about yet, and it's interesting because this was actually one of the first messages I got for you guys. What I'm seeing as well is that 3 years from now, my dear, I don't know how you feel right now about your life, but I'm just concentrating on the energy that I'm receiving regarding the timeline of the 3 years. And 3 years from now, you're gonna be very happy. So I really feel like this transformation I've been talking about, which could have been triggered by something that you weren't prepared for, but still the path that it's leading you towards is a much better you. And when I say better you, this is really all about your individual, just like what you find to be a better you. You know, for example, a you that feels much more well balanced or much more nurtured when it comes to their well being. Of course, it depends on what your greatest version is, but I really feel like this energy that you are on, you feel very happy. And this is something that, like, honestly touches my heart because sometimes, like, not a lot of people may say in their life, unfortunately, but still, not a lot of people may say that they're happy at where they are right now. Like, this is a very huge statement if it's a genuine statement, right? Because of course everyone can say whatever they want without really meaning it, but I really mean someone who's genuinely happy. That's something huge. And I guess maybe this is why I feel like it means so much for your future self to admit to that, to admit that where they are right now in their life is like they're very happy there. Yes, their life may not be super calm because there is a lot happening. They are very busy, they are socializing, they're going through an inner transformation, but this is all those things, they create happiness for them, and they have so much gratitude for it, for the people that they have in their life, for the transformation that's bringing them closer to themselves. It means a lot for your future self. And I can genuinely say that for you, my dear Palawan, 3 years from now, it really feels like your future self is at a very good place, a very crucial and important place, because this time will transform you and you will not be the same person afterwards. I'm hearing you're going to be better. And once again, when I say you're going to be better, it depends on what that means to you, what your greatest version may look like. But you're stepping into it. You may already embody it. I really feel like this transformation is going to bring you out of this shell, and you're going to courageously present to the world who you really are. So if you are still holding back a little bit from showing all your potential and who you are, after this transformation, you will not do that anymore. You will unapologetically be who you came here to be. And maybe because of this incredible experience, you're also going to feel so happy, because it's kind of like you feel so grateful to have the opportunity to go through that. Wow, this pile 1 is a wonderful reading. A lot of gratitude coming from your future self, okay? A lot of gratitude. So my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. I actually also wanted to get for you guys oracle cards. However, the message is so clear. I'm hearing everything has been said. It's kind of like this is all you're meant to know for now. But the messages that already came through are so encouraging and so exciting, honestly. 3 years from now is a time that you can definitely look forward to, because not only is it going to be incredible, but at the same time, you're going to feel genuinely happy. So my dear, as I already said, please feel free to let me know how you feel about all the messages. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, of course, I invite you to do so as well. And if you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And as always, my dear, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pile 1, take care, my dear. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's start with your reading, and let's see your life 3 years from now through your future self's eyes. What do you need to know? Let's dive straight away into the reading. Let's get you guys some tarot cards. For my beautiful pile 2, your life 3 years from now, through your future self's life. What do you need to know? What do they have to share with you? Let's see. All right, the first card, the Emperor. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. One card fell. Give me a moment. The 2 of Swords. My goodness. Temperance card. The Hierophant. Oh, I believe it came out in reverse, by the way. Okay. The Hermit. My goodness. We got the 8 of Swords, and we have the Tower. All right. Let me make sure you can see all the cards. Okay. At the back of the deck, my dear, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So let's see, for my beautiful pile 2, what do you need to know about your life 3 years from now? First of all, I feel like some of you guys, maybe you were also drawn to pile 1. If this is the case, then feel free to watch it. All right, okay. So what I would like to start off with is that I got a very interesting message coming through, and I'm wondering whether you guys may already know what this is about, or whether this is something that is going to be crucial at that time in your life, like 3 years from now. Okay, let me explain. I heard that 3 years from now, you will have freed yourself from something which has been very overbearing or very very heavy on you. Now, for some of you guys, this could be a person, and for some reason, I'm getting maybe an authority person in your life. It could be, as an example, maybe a parent or someone who has some kind of authority over you, maybe even related to your career or maybe even romance, but someone in your life who has who had certain expectations on you that I'm hearing weren't the best for you. It made you doubt yourself a lot, and it was just very pressuring. And this is going to be such a huge thing for you because you're breaking free from those expectations. Maybe you are at times someone who wants to make everyone happy, or let's just take the parents example. Maybe you have parents who have certain expectations on you. However, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel very inspiring or positive, because it's kind of like you can't live the authentic life that you want to live because you have to fit in a mold that other people are putting on you. If for some of you guys this is not a specific person, such as a boss or a parent or a romantic partner, this can even be something much bigger, such as social expectations. Maybe you're trying to live up to certain expectations that society is putting on you. Maybe it's connected to certain age, maybe it's connected to certain things you should have by that age or at this time in your life, and it can be very overwhelming, and it can be, yeah, it can have a very negative influence on us, right? Because we kind of feel like we're not where we should be, or we have failed, or such things. And this freeing yourself is gonna be so empowering, because I'm hearing I don't want to live a life for other people, or I don't want to live a life according to other people. I want to live the life that makes me happy, live the life that fulfills me, and choose what I want to do for myself and not for others. So this went from 0 to 100 pretty quickly. As you can see, this is something that is gonna be bringing a lot of freedom to you. And this freedom is on multiple levels. It can be emotional freedom, it can be mental freedom, energetic freedom, but it really feels like you are empowering yourself by saying yes to yourself and no to other people. And by that, I mean like to their expectation and the negative impact that other people can sometimes have for us, even if it comes from a place of love or from a place of good nature. For example, let's just take the parent example once again. Maybe our parent wants the best for us, right? When they have certain expectations, but maybe those expectations, they just don't resonate with us, or they they just don't make us happy. And of course, our parents want to see us happy, but what makes them happy doesn't necessarily mean that it will make us happy as well, especially if it's literally our life here, right? And I feel like for some of you guys, maybe you have very often sacrificed your time and energy to satisfy other people. And this is definitely something that your future self is saying no to. It's really all about focusing on what it is that you want, because you know how it feels like when we put other people first, in the sense that we're living for them. You may doubt yourself, you may not be happy, you may feel pressured or just not satisfied with where you are in life. It may feel like you're living a life which isn't authentic to you because you're doing something that you hate. You are not in the energy that is inspiring, and you feel like you are the driver of your life. You may feel powerless because you're gonna feel like someone else is like driving my life. Someone else is making the important decisions, or someone else is putting something on me that I don't want. And your future self definitely doesn't want to live like that, and they don't. And it's interesting how I almost see a journey in front of me in which your future self has broken free from that. Of course, it wasn't easy, but it was so necessary, because now no one can tell your future self that, well, you aren't there where you should be. You should, I don't know, feel ashamed of yourself. You should feel guilty because at that age you should already be here or have this and that. And your future self just wants to live their best life. Okay? Just wants to live their best life and enjoy it. Very important, enjoy it. And that's what they're doing. Your future self is putting their really sanity, their well-being, their happiness first. And if something doesn't resonate with that, this is not something they want to, I'm hearing, entertain or focus on. Your future self is definitely going to be very aware or mindful. Mindful is a better word. Very mindful when it comes to where they're putting their energy into. And where your future self is putting their energy into is into things that are going to be fruitful, things that make sense, I'm hearing. That's very interesting. Maybe some of you guys, you at times felt like you were doing things that didn't make sense to you, although it was what other people encouraged you to do or wanted to do, expected you to do. It just didn't make sense to you because it didn't make you happy, or it just wasn't what you wanted. And 3 years from now, all those experiences, they will be, I'm hearing, history, or they will be a part of the past, because I'm hearing that's not important anymore. You have freed yourself. And this may be one of the most important things you've ever done for yourself. Another thing, give me a second. Okay, that's interesting. I'm also getting a message that through this choice you're gonna do to empower yourself and not live by other people's expectations, but to live according to your own music. That's sweet. What I'm seeing is through that, you will also open a door for yourself, which is connected to your career. And it may actually be very fruitful for you as well. Maybe you're, for some of you guys, you always wanted to do something career-wise, but you never did it because you were afraid of what other people would say. Or maybe other people, they just didn't allow you to go for it. Once again, I'm going to take the parents example. Maybe your parents taught you to do that career or to go for this job, although it wasn't really what you wanted something else. Whatever it may be, I really feel like what's so beautiful in this energy as well is that through you empowering yourself, you also getting much more courageous, and it's kind of like you don't want to wait anymore to live. You want to live now. You want to enjoy the present moment, and you want to do whatever it is that you want to do for yourself, not tomorrow but today. And for some of you guys, this could include going for a certain career or job path that doesn't only fulfill you, but you're gonna thrive a lot in because it's what you like, it's what you're passionate about, it's what you enjoy. Wow. Yeah, I see that. I see success in your career. And once again, for some, it could be something that you will change 3 years from now. Or maybe something new you will dive into. But it will definitely leave you, I'm hearing, very, very excited about all the things that you can create for yourself. I would like to get you guys some oracle cards as well. All right, let me get those. I can't reach it. 1 second. All right. I really feel drawn to use this oracle deck, so let's see for my beautiful pile 2. Can we get some more information? Let's see. Wow. Look at that. We got make time for self-love and find a balance. This is literally all the things I've been talking about, or this fits the energy so beautiful. You're doing something for yourself because you love yourself. You choose to not live by other people's expectations because you know you're deserving of more than that. Like, you're deserving of living your life in a way that feels freeing and not pressuring or trapping. And people's expectation or social expectations, you know, like all the things we hear from society and stuff like that, it can be very pressuring. And it really doesn't matter where you live. In every society, you can find this. And of course, it can have individual like situations and stuff like that. But generally speaking, feeling pressured or not feeling like you are living up to certain expectations, that's not a good feeling. And I really feel like for some, maybe this has even made you feel a certain way towards yourself. Maybe you felt like you're a failure or you're not good enough, or you just, yeah, you just not what you should be. whether it's physically speaking, mentally, emotionally, connected to your career, to your relationships, to your life. And you're just done with that. You're tired of it. You want to live a life which is led by love, which is led by self-love, and not by feeling like you're not good enough and you're a failure or self-hatred. This is not what you want, and this is something that you choose to release. If you don't meet certain expectations of other people, I'm hearing that's not my problem. Wow. So I am literally feeling like a switch, but it's not really a switch because it's something you choose for yourself. But you're changing it up, okay? So you came from a place where maybe you feel bad about not being what other people want you to be, and now you're all about, well, if I'm not fitting into what other people want me to be, guess what? That's their problem, not mine. I will definitely not waste my life being someone I'm not or doing something that doesn't resonate with me just to make other people happy. And while I'm doing that, I'm actually destroying my own happiness. So you see what this energy is? You're choosing yourself. And through doing that, you're living or you're stepping into a life which is much more balanced because it's much more of what it is that makes you happy, okay? This is so interesting, my dear pal, too. I really feel like 3 years from now, you've made such a huge decision and you may step into a path in life that will lead you towards the most, balanced and the most excited you, because you're living for yourself and I'm hearing you're creating for yourself. And once again, when it comes to the career, I really feel like for some, you're going to dive into something that is going to become huge for you. Wow, this is incredible. Honestly, so incredible. So my beautiful pile 2, this is actually all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. As always, if you haven't, of course, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see your life 3 years from now through your future self's eyes. What do you need to know? Let's dive straight away into the reading. Now, my dear, first of all, I would like to start with some tarot cards. Oh, and then there are some cards turned over. And then we will also get you guys some oracle cards. Please don't mind the candle wax stains, you guys. So let's see, for my beautiful pal 3, your life 3 years from now. What do you need to know through your future self's eyes? Okay. Ooh, the first card we have is the Two of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, Ace of Swords. What am I saying? The Six of Wands and the Page of Swords. Oh, too many. One or two, please. The Star. My goodness, too many. Let me get a few on the floor. for my beautiful pile 3, we have the Queen of Wands. One last card. And the Queen of Cups. At the back of the deck, the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. All right, so for my beautiful pile 3, what do you need to know about your life 3 years from now? First of all, my dear, let me start with this. One of the first messages I got is power couple. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. So for the majority of you guys, I definitely see that 3 years from now, you will be in a relationship. Of course, it depends. Maybe some of you guys, you're already in a relationship and we're getting, the energy that you will be in 3 years from now. And within the same relationship. For others, maybe you are right now single and this is someone new coming towards you. And yeah, in 3 years from now, you may be in a relationship with a very significant, I have to say, very significant partner. This is someone you will fall in love with. Fall in love with hard. For those of you guys who are already in a relationship, maybe this is something you are pretty understanding. You know, you may already fell in love with them and you know how intense and how deep your love goes for each other. But I really feel like regarding whether you already are with this person or whether you will meet them in the future, the love you share with this significant person runs really deep. And I just have to say that the way your energies work with each other, it is so incredible. And I heard power couple for a reason, because you guys are coming through so strong and so empowered, and together you can mix those energies and create something incredible with each other. I really feel like this person who's coming through, you and them, you awaken a lot of things. Like you trigger a lot of things within each other. And one of the things is definitely passion. I can see that your future self 3 years from now is very passionate about where they are in life on a personal level, but also when it comes to their relationship. They feel very happy, very passionate about their partner. The chemistry, you guys, the chemistry with this person is incredible. And I love to see that. Like, I love to see your future self glowing like that, because that's literally what I'm seeing. Your future self is glowing 3 years from now. Not only do they have a person on their side who's supporting this this incredible energy coming out of your future self, but at the same time it's also something for you guys to enjoy. I feel like 3 years from now you're living life in a way in which it's not about survival, but it's about enjoying. So let me explain what I mean by that. Very often people are not living, people are surviving, you know, like they're working. They're trying to, pay the bills, right? And basically survive and get the most important things to live. But sometimes when you are in the survival mode, what may come short is the enjoying, right? The enjoying element of life. And this is so unfortunate that a lot of people are more in the survival mode rather than in the fulfillment mode, or in the like, let me enjoy my life more. And maybe right now you are at a place in your life in which you feel like you are just doing and not that much enjoying. And it's interesting how 3 years from now, I see that your future self is at a place in their life in which it's all about fulfillment. It's all about creating with happiness. It's all about expressing your passion expressing yourself, like generally speaking, your future self is at a place where expression is so important. Not only perhaps when it comes to your future self's career, but also in their personal life. You want to show your fire, you want to show your light, you want to be your authentic self unapologetically, you want to show what it is that you have to offer, you want to share your potential, and you just don't want to hold back. Honestly, you feel so good about being you. That's the best way to describe it. You feel incredible when it comes to being you. Honestly, one way to describe this is also living your best life. I feel like 3 years from now, your future self has stepped into creating their best life. And self-expression is very important here. But of course, in addition to that, we also have a partner coming through who is also very, very significant, because I'm seeing so much love in here. It's incredible. Wow. There is also this curiosity coming through. For some of you guys, 3 years from now, maybe you have been, it's kind of like you are much more curious about different things. You know, you're ready to experience maybe certain activities that you always wanted to do, and you're diving into, or certain topics, books that you always wanted to read. It's kind of very exploring. You're exploring a lot, whether it's through an intellectual level or through a more active physical level, but I see you almost like exploring life. Maybe because you were so much in that energy of survival, or in that energy of, I have to do this, I have to do that, rather than I want to live. And 3 years from now, you really want to experience, all the things I'm hearing that I've been missing out on for some reason. This is coming through. But of course, take it how it resonates. What I also find pretty interesting when it comes to your future self is, now listen to this message. I heard, I'm comfortable with the unknown. I'm comfortable with not knowing the whole journey. I really feel like your future self, 3 years from now, they're living in a way that they're going with the flow. Maybe right now, or maybe in the past, you used to have this need to control, because you just don't want to get any unpleasant surprises. So you lived a life which came from control in a way. And this future self is living from a place of flow, of openness, embracing energy instead of resisting it. And this is maybe also something that you will, change about your life, which will have a huge effect on you as well. You're okay with not knowing everything. You're okay with not knowing whether this path will lead you there or here, because you're happy and you trust. That's another thing. You have a lot of trust, my dear pal 3. You're living life from a place of trust rather than from a place of distrust, or like you're believing that life is working for you instead of against you. For some reason, this message is coming through. Not to say that some of you guys, you think that life is like fighting you. That's not what I mean. But it's kind of like the way you look at life has drastically changed. Because of this trust that you have been, allowing into your life, I'm hearing. Wow, this is very exciting. Very, very exciting. And this is such a random message, but I'm also getting something regarding spirituality coming through. I'm hearing that 3 years from now, you will have explored or opened up certain spiritual gifts that you may right now be unaware of yet. Very interesting. Let me get you guys some oracle cards. For my beautiful pile 3, let's see. Okay. We have go wild and focus on the positive. Wow. With go wild, especially, it's a full moon, and it's not just any full moon, it's the full moon in Leo. This is so complementary to the passion, the fire I've been talking about, that I really see you embracing and living. You will definitely be going wild, my dear pal, 3 years from now when it comes to all this creative energy that you have within yourself that wants to be expressed, whether it's on a personal level, whether it's on a career level, or maybe within relationships. But I really feel like you have so much fire that wants to be seen and heard, and you're not gonna hold back anymore. You're gonna be who you are, you're gonna step into your greatest version, and you will not apologize for it. Because you didn't come here to play small. You didn't come here to hide away. You came here to show all the things that, yeah, you want to share with the world. And this is exactly what you're gonna do in 3 years. You're living that. And with the focus on the positive, this really beautifully goes hand in hand with the trust I've been talking about. I really feel like the kind of energy you're embodying 3 years from now is not a body, excuse me, it's not an energy of resistance, but it's an energy of embracement. And look at, by the way, the Nine of Pentacles, which is the overall energy. It looks like this woman is like embracing something, or she's about to maybe run towards something with open arms, trying to embrace it. Now, it doesn't matter who you are. This is not connected to gender. This is just an example here. I really feel like this is you. This is your future self embracing life. And not just any life, but the life that makes them flourish and blossom. Look at the beautiful flowers. You're growing, you're blooming here. This is incredible. This has to be my favorite pile. Wow. And with, once again, focus on the positive being here, this is connected to the trust I've been talking about. You are positive, you are hopeful about the future, and you're hopeful about life. You want to see life from a positive, or in a positive way. Even if for some of you guys, life has been taught, like teaching you the complete opposite, that you should be distrusting, or you should be cautious and always expect the negative things and not the positive things. Even if your experience has been like that, I really feel like you want to change it, because this mindset hasn't taken you to where you want to be. In fact, it could have been holding you back from what it is that you want. And you really want to focus on what benefits you rather than what makes you fear life. So this is an incredible, incredible change. And as I said, the focus on the positive for me is really also about believing in life, believing in yourself, trusting in life, trusting that good things are coming towards you, that you can create something good for yourself and others. Your future self is living the life, okay? There is really no other way to say it. This is such a wonderful pile energy. My dear pal 3, this is all I have for you guys for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Also, my dear, as always, if you haven't subscribed, of course, I invite you to do so as well. And if you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, of course, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my dear.